much. Now we want to talk to meteorologist Jackie Layer. You've been tracking the temperatures all morning long, and as recovery efforts are underway, I know that the water is still cold, which just makes things all the more worse.
Yeah, all the more difficult too for those divers that are continuing to recover at this point. Water temperature frigid, 35.6 degrees. It's been varying between 35.4 to 34, or I should say to 34.6 over the past couple of hours. So as air temperatures warm up, water temperature, it takes a lot more energy, a lot more warmth to warm these temperatures up. And also to note, over the last couple of days, we've had ice in the Potomac, even frozen over at one point. Remember last week when we had temperatures hovering into those low to mid 20s for high temperatures, and then this week, actual air temperatures finally into those mid to upper 50s to right around 60 yesterday. And so really it takes a lot more of that warmth in order for that water temperature to budge at all. Now, in terms of conditions at the time of that collision, the weather at DCA at 8:52 p.m., the official observation were winds out of the north and west at 16 miles per hour, and those gusts were very about 26 miles per hour. So we did hear reports from officials that some of that debris was a little bit farther away from where that collision was, or at least it was drifting, also not because of the winds, but also because of the currents too. But those skies were clear. We also heard that from officials as well, and that also goes with the observations that were reported from DCA at that point in time. Current conditions now, temperatures approaching 50 degrees. Says mostly cloudy at this point in time. However, it's more that thin veil of cloud cover, so that sunshine's still able to pierce through the clouds. We'll certainly see more of the thicker cloud cover later on today associated with our next system. Those winds right now relatively light out of the south-southeast at about 8 miles per hour. So we're really not creating those choppy waters, at least out there on the Potomac. But if we do see those winds increase, then certainly that would be a different story with recovery efforts. But winds relatively light. High pressure is keeping us dry and quiet for now. That high pressure will exit, and we'll be watching that system down towards our south and west, pushing in as we get towards later on tonight. So through the day today, we'll continue to see those dry conditions. Temperatures varying upper 40s to lower 50s for high temperatures across the area. Going with a high of 51 degrees though in DC for this afternoon. Here's that wet weather starting to push in as we get ahead towards 11 p.m. tonight. That's mainly down towards our south and west. So closer towards DC, getting closer towards midnight tonight, turning scattered before this turns more widespread as we get towards 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we're looking at a wet morning commute for your Friday, still wet into the afternoon. Couldn't even see some pockets of steady to heavy rain at times. Then we're looking still at wet weather progressing across the area, even through your Friday evening commute. So we're looking at really an all-day event of this wet weather sticking around, and then we see those temperatures dropping behind the system into your weekend. So in terms of how much rainfall we're looking at, a good soaking beneficial rainfall at that. We certainly do need the rain. We have about at least an inch of rainfall expected with this next system that we will see for tomorrow. That 8-day outlook, we go from those lower 50s today to mid 50s tomorrow, falling back in the upper 40s as we get towards this upcoming weekend.
All right, Jackie, thank you. 12:31 is your time, and a lot of impact from this Metro, one of it, following this incident. The Silver Line service, we're told, will be extended from Dulles Airport to